Hey, my name's Jack, and I'm here with a bear build, and a very special bear build for the closed beta of Season 10 for Project Diablo 2. So, this season, there's gonna be a new item, and it's this one, Denmother. What's so special about this, you can summon 2 additional grizzlies, which puts us at a maximum of 4. It gives +3 to summon grizzly, +3 to maul, 45 hours, which come from my armors that I've suffered in. Cast rate and +2 druid skill levels. I decided to go for a hybrid build of a maul bear druid and a summoner. And I'm using the following. I use Athena's Wrath to summon, so this is a total of +6. And this is also very nicely for werebear form, since it also gives +3 to the druid skill levels, right? So using that, ignore the shells in it. I was testing stuff. The actual weapon I'm using for the maul is Reaper Saw, and the reason for this is it has level 31 amplified damage and striking, and with this we hit IS breakpoints with 5 shells in it. This is a very popular weapon for werewolf druids, so it might be a little bit of contention there, but this weapon is really good. It has Deadly Strike, a lot of ED, ignores target defense, like 15% lifesteal at max is really, really good. Classic, just Chains of Honor, like it's like the chest for almost any shapeshifter build. It's just so good, right? +2 to all skills, so we buff our bears more, we buff our spirit, damage, lifesteal, or resistance, PDR. Can't really go wrong with this. Something really nice also here is I have these soul drainers on, but I'm actually not leeching, my life is not being drained, and that's because Denmother has replenished life on it. So we can just have these gloves equipped and we actually don't drain life, and they're really good. They give enemy physical resistance lowered, mana leech, life leech, and monster defense per hit, so we will, sooner or later, we will hit that 100% attack rating. Very normal Raven Frost. Wisp Projector, what you can also do here is you can get yourself a Volcato somewhere. If I have run right now just lying around, don't think so. Volcatus is also a good choice. I'm using Wisp Projector because I have so much life leech anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Maras, you can also go for High Lord's Wrath. I'm going for Maras because of the +2. Later when you have corruptions in the league, you're probably gonna go for a +2 High Lord, which would probably be better. And then send some check for the high amount of resistance and like defenses and life that it gives us. Very defensive boots. You can also use Gore Riders for the crushing blow and the deadly strike. Since we are using deadly strike anyway, it puts us at 50%, which is really nice. Crushing blow is like extra on top of that. Another good one, and Water Walk is also really good for another life buff. Together, the skillers, very simple. Summoning skillers. I'm also heavily investing into summons. I have Raven, Maxwell, Spirit Wolf, and Grizzly, which are the synergies for summon Grizzly. And then maxed out Maul, the rest into werebear form, and 1 point in lycanthropy and hunger for basically the synergy and the usefulness. Then small charms, really simple, all resistance and life. I'm using here a maximum damage life, but you can also honestly just replace it with almost anything. And an average Hellfire Torch. Let me show you how this build does. I'm fully buffed right now, so I don't need to rebuff and use Athena's. This build can absolutely, with its high lifesteal, just stay at the front line and just demolish anything. And the amplified damage is just so good. There we go. Wait, I'm not buffed yet. Now I'm buffed. There we go. Hunger has also been reworked a little bit. Gives now movement speed and open wounds. It also gives yeah, it gives movement speed and open wounds. I thought it was, oh yeah, it also gives lifesteal, right? That was the other one. Like the maul alone does like around 50k, right? But the bears themselves also do a good amount of damage. Let me showcase it. You put it back. You see, they can clear by themselves. That's a fizz immune. So since we have Raven as a Sinji, we can actually deal with fizz immune really nicely. Don't even need to do anything. It just dies by itself. So we have physical and most of damage, and if we have a fizz immune, we can use Ravens to supplement the fizz immunity. If we don't destroy it with amplified damage immunity. Yeah, that's pretty much it. For the Merc, I decided to go with an Act 5 Might Merc, which has a Beast rune word equipped. And the other stuff is really simple, like the classic PDR items, Vampire Gaze, Leviathan, and Verdungos, and then some IS Glove with resistance and boots with resistances. Pretty straightforward. I think another choice early on is to get yourself one of these mercs from over here. I'm pretty certain that the Dark Mercs use amplified damage, so before you have an item which gives you amplified damage on hit, you can, for example, you can get Vile Husk and Gavel of Pain. Those are two items which are normally used on mercs, which cast amplified damage. You can get yourself a Dark Merc and use that early on instead. And I think another option to increase the movement speed of the bears, because they're also really slow, you can get yourself a Vigor Merc from Act 1 here, and you can give her a Faith rune word and the Templar's Might. So I decided to go for an Act 5 Merc because the inherent aura of the Barbarian's Might aura is a lot stronger than the aura that Templar's Might gives you. So yeah, that's pretty much the build. I'd actually really like to try out this build with Ubers. It seems really viable. It seems really viable for Ubers. I'd probably have to move around some stuff and like, especially with corruptions, to remove Raven Force and put something in place of it. Right? Probably a Nature's Peace as always. But this build actually seems really viable for Ubers in more of like a defensive way. As the bears are like, they're super tanky. I'm honestly uncertain like how much damage it would take them to die. Can I see their stats maybe? Can't really see the stats, I think. But yeah, they have like, how much do they have? Together with Athena's. Yeah, they have like, oh, they have 9,000. That's a lot. Holy shit. 9,200 life, 235% defenses. That's impressive. And you can resummon them quite quickly. This build seems really uber viable for me. I'm probably gonna make this build and test it out more. That's the video. If you like, leave a like, leave a subscribe, watch some of my other videos. I'm gonna be uploading some more. See you around.